Hi everyone, welcome to this video lecture on Unit 5 Special Theory of Relativity Part 4. In this video lecture, I would like to explain the postulates of Special Theory of Relativity and derivation of Lorentz transformation equations of space and time. After watching this video lecture, you will be able to understand the topics postulates of special theory of relativity and derivation of Lorentz transformation equations. Now, postulates of special theory of relativity. In 1905, Albert Einstein draw two very important conclusions known as postulates of the special theory of relativity. They are: postulate 1. All physical laws are the same in all inertial frames of reference which are moving with constant velocity relative to each other. According to this postulate, it is impossible by any means to demonstrate absolute motion. To speak of absolute motion is meaningless. Only the motion of bodies relative to one another has physical meaning. Second postulate: the speed of light in vacuum is the same in every inertial frame. According to this postulate, the speed of light is the same in all directions, no matter whether the source of light is moving or stationary, whether the velocity of light is measured relatively to the medium in which it travels or relatively to the moving observer. Suppose if two objects moving with velocities v1 and v2 in the same direction, then generally the relative velocity will be v1 minus v2 or v1 plus v2. If they are moving in opposite directions, the relative velocity will be v1 plus v2. According to this second postulate, if one object moving with velocity equal to velocity of light, then the relative velocity will be again equal to c, even though they are moving in the same direction or in opposite direction. The velocity of light is the greatest velocity obtainable. Now, derivation of Lorentz transformation equations of space and time. Consider two inertial frames of reference S and S dash with origins O and O dash respectively. Let the frame S dash be moving with a velocity v relative to S along positive x direction. Initially, the origins O and O dash coincide. Let a light pulse is generated and is observed after a time t at point P. Let the coordinates of the light pulse P with respect to frame S be x, y, z, t, and with respect to frame S dash be x dash, y dash, z dash, t dash. When the light pulse is observed from frame S, then we have velocity is equal to distance by time. That is, c is equal to x square plus y square plus z square whole power half by t, or x square plus y square plus z square minus c square t square is equal to 0, where the equation 1. When the light pulse P is observed from frame S dash, then we have x dash square plus y dash square plus z dash square minus c square t dash square is equal to 0, that is the equation 2. Moreover, y is equal to y dash and z is equal to z dash. The transformation between x and x dash can be represented by x dash is equal to k into x minus vt, that is equation 4, because the frame S dash is moving with the velocity v, where the velocity v is comparable to velocity of light. Suppose if v is small when compared with velocity of light, then x dash is equal to x minus vt. Here the velocity v is comparable to velocity of light, then the transformation equation can be written as x dash is equal to k into x minus vt, where k is a constant and is independent of x and t. If we suppose that the system S is moving relative to s dash with a velocity minus v along positive x direction, then x is equal to k into x dash plus vt dash. That is equation 5. From equations 4 and 5, we get x is equal to k into x minus vt plus vt dash, or x by k is equal to kx minus kvt plus vt dash, or vt dash is equal to x by k minus kx plus kvt, or t dash is equal to x by kv minus x by v into x minus vt, that is equal to x by kv minus kx by v plus kt, or t dash is equal to k into t minus x by v into 1 minus 1 by k square, that is equation 6. From equations 1, 2 and 3, we get x square minus c square t square is equal to x dash square minus c square t dash square, that is equation 7. Substituting the values of x dash and t dash from equations 4 and 6 in equation 7, we get x square minus c square t square is equal to k square into x minus vt whole square minus c square k square into t minus x by v into 1 minus 1 by k square whole square. On solving, we get x square minus c square t square minus k square into x square plus v square t square minus 2x vt plus c square k square into t square plus x square by v square into 1 minus 1 by k square whole square minus 2xt by v into 1 minus 1 by k square is equal to 0. That is equation 8. This is an identity equation, and hence the coefficients of various powers of x and t must vanish separately. Equating the coefficients of t square to 0, we get minus c square minus k square v square plus k square c square is equal to 0. That is equation 9. On solving, we get k is equal to 1 by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. That is equation 10. Here v is comparable to c, where v is velocity of theorem s dash and c is velocity of light. If v is small when comparable to c, then this value is equal to 1. That means k is equal to 1. Substituting the value of k from equation 10 in equation 4, we get x dash is equal to x minus vt by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. That is equation 11. Substituting the value of k in equation 6, we get t dash is equal to t minus xv by c square by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. That is equation 12. Therefore, the Lorentz transformation equations for space and time can be expressed as x dash is equal to x minus vt by square root of 1 minus v square by c square, y dash is equal to y, z dash is equal to z, and t dash is equal to t minus xv by c square whole by 1 minus square root of 1 minus v square by c square. That is equation A. The inverse Lorentz transformation equations for space and time can be expressed as x is equal to x dash plus vt dash by square root of 1 minus v square by c square, y is equal to y dash, z is equal to z dash, and t is equal to t dash plus vx dash by c square by square root of 1 minus v square by c square. That is the equation B. Here, if the velocity of the frame s dash, that is v, is small when comparable with the velocity of light, then the denominator in the first term equal to 1, that means x dash is equal to x minus vt. In the last term also the denominator equal to 1 and xv by c square can be neglected, that means t dash is equal to t. That is, if the frame s dash moving with velocity, if the value of v is small comparable to c, then the Lorentz transmission equations becomes Gilliland transmission equations. If V is comparable to C, then we use Lorentz transmission equations to solve the problems in the special theory of relativity. I will explain the length contraction and time dilation in the next lecture. Thank you.